Imagine knowing the exact details of the most public murder in American history 24 hours before the trigger was even pulled. The date is November 23, 1963. We're inside the Red Lobster, a high-end Oklahoma casino well known as a discreet gathering place for national mafia figures. The casino's manager, Jack Zangetty, is holding court. He tells his associates that a man named Ruby is going to execute Lee Harvey Oswald the very next day. He doesn't stop there. Zangetty claims that 3 other men actually killed the president. He also predicts that, within a few days, a member of Frank Sinatra's family will be kidnapped to distract the public. Zangetty's timeline is incredibly precise. This level of foreknowledge strongly suggests that the chaos following the assassination was actually a tightly choreographed operation. Over the following week, every single detail Zangetty outlined occurs exactly as he said it would, right down to the highly publicized abduction of Frank Sinatra Jr. But Zangetty doesn't live long enough to take a victory lap. He is quickly found floating in a swimming pool, dead from multiple gunshot wounds to the chest. Zangetty had shared the internal blueprint of the operation with his associates, effectively revealing the mechanics of the cover-up before it was even complete. His rapid execution established a clear precedent. Any threat to the stability of the official narrative would be met with immediate, lethal force. The man who fulfilled Zangetty's fatal prophecy on live television was Dallas nightclub operator Jack Ruby. The Warren Commission, the official government body tasked with investigating the assassination, claimed Ruby was simply a heartbroken citizen. Their report stated he killed Oswald to spare Jackie Kennedy the trauma of a prolonged trial. Ruby was deeply entrenched in organized crime, maintaining close ties to Chicago and New Orleans mafia bosses like Santo Trafficante and Carlos Marcello. He also ran guns to Cuba for U.S. intelligence and acted as an FBI informant. With Oswald in police custody, the conspirators were terrified he would break under interrogation. Ruby received strict orders to close the loop and eliminate him. After pulling the trigger, Ruby finds himself locked in a Dallas jail cell. It quickly dawns on him that he has transitioned from an operative to a disposable pawn. In a desperate bid for survival, he sits down face-to-face with Chief Justice Earl Warren. Ruby explicitly tells the commission that he wants to tell the whole truth, but he will be killed if he speaks in Dallas. He begs Warren to transfer him to Washington, D.C. Despite the obvious threat to a star witness, Warren inexplicably denies the transfer request, leaving Ruby right where he is. By trapping him in a jurisdiction controlled by his enemies, the commission ensures Ruby is too terrified to put the truth on the official record. Ruby manages to stay alive until late 1966, when he wins an appeal. He is granted a new trial in Wichita Falls, Texas, a new location where he finally feels safe enough to speak freely. Exactly 1 day after learning the location and timing of his new trial, he suddenly falls violently ill. Prison doctors initially diagnose him with a common cold. That quickly escalates to pneumonia, and finally to a rapidly spreading aggressive cancer. From his cell, Ruby persistently warns anyone who will listen that he has been secretly injected with cancer cells to guarantee his silence. His fears align closely with the personnel around him. His jailhouse psychiatrist is Dr. Louis Jolion West, a leading expert in the CIA's MKUltra program, a highly classified initiative exploring mind control and covert biological manipulation. Furthermore, Ruby is connected to a covert research project operating out of New Orleans. This specific facility is actively developing a weaponized, fast-acting cancer intended for use against Fidel Castro. Within a month of his initial diagnosis, Ruby is dead, taking the absolute truth of the conspiracy with him. Jack Zangetty predicted the hit and died shortly after his words came true. Jack Ruby prepared to testify and died before he could reach a safe courtroom. Both men took the secrets of the assassination to their graves.